Good morning, Vietnam. All right, so we're going to do a quick tutorial on how to use this image. So I'm working from a desktop, obviously. This would be very difficult and hard from a phone, but certainly possible. So I'm just going to go ahead and do file download on this. We're going to take a look at this image first. So 68 prints, the shirt color will be sand. Okay, a light version of beige. I really think that you might consider then changing this back to our roots. Yeah, after studying this file, there's a lot of things going on here that I would critique. Just from an art standpoint, and then also from a design standpoint. So when you have a pure white, and then you also have what is essentially looks like close to a pure black. That's kind of a problem, to put it on anything that's either black or white, so if you can find a way to do the design without that. And then, sitting here, I'm an artwork critic. Okay. So just, bear with me. The roots not matching up is tremendously disturbing to me. May not bother anybody else, but, we've just got some issues that I would see here, as far as like the way this has been done. I would really consider a redesign. And I'm not sure, what I think about this black and red and gray here. So, that's none of my business. I just can't help but say something about it, and I apologize for that. I would love to take a look at remaking this. But, to answer the initial question, just to get things out of the way, you're just going to go to crystaldtf.com, and you're going to do build a gang sheet, and just click build a gang sheet. So this is how you get your price, is upload that image that Neha has created for you. And you can do this on a phone. It's easier on a laptop, always going to be easier that way. Set your size. I would do 10.75 if price is a big concern. That's going to be the cheapest size as far as width, because it's going to lay out nice. And it's still a really good size on a shirt. And let's say you wanted 20 of these. You just put your quantity in there and then hit auto generate sheets. And so that's going to be $35.68 for 20 of those. As you know, we're the home of the $1.75 transfer. So, $35.68 divided by 20, it's about $1.78, but that's because this is not at 10.75 inches wide. It's also, it's a lot taller than that. Let's see what it is. It's 12.9. So, you're looking at 10.75 times 12.9. You got 138.67 inches. And then there's the extra space in the gang sheet. So there's little half inches in here. So the total square footage of this gang sheet, let's see if it tells us what that is. I don't know if I see that. It's really not telling us. That's kind of a flaw in the system here, not telling us what the actual dimensions are. Let's see if we add to cart. Let's see what's going to tell us there. But I would love to, offer my services or the services of the team. If you have some, concerns or want to accept some suggestions on how the artwork could be remade, I just want to kind of offer that. Like, what I would do here is I would think about, how we've got these colors. So we've got obviously these 4 colors that we want to represent, and we want to represent them mingling. So, it might be a better design to be like, okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. Let's split this into those 4 color quadrants. And then, I would shift this to a black, and that's going to go on a variety of light colored shirts. That yellow is not going to go on anything that's like, light yellow. But, for this to work out for midtones, I would consider either switching that to a black or stroking it with black would be nice. So there's all my unsolicited, unwanted design advice. I hope this helps. Take care.